is there a difference between what you do as a channel than a medium, or is they both kind of the same thing? Again, this is like, we're getting into nitpicky stuff, but I'm just curious.
No, it's important. They are different. And I do mediumship as well.
Okay.
So mediumship connecting to those on the other side, and channeling connecting to all energy around. So I also channel trees, I channel animals, I channel Gaia. We can, and like I mentioned, spirit guides as well. And then the mediumship, yes, if my clients want to hear from the soul perspective of a loved one on the other side, definitely we can do that. I can do that.
So when you first discovered your ability, I have to believe it was I'm assuming you weren't raised with this information. You weren't raised in a family of channels, and this is just like everyday situation. So when you first discovered this ability, how did you deal with it on a psychological standpoint, just like mentally? And, were you quote unquote closeted for a while before you kind of started being outward about it? How did you deal with it?
Well, I luckily discovered it quietly on my own while in circle with my best friend who was channeling for others. So as she was channeling, I started to realize that I too was receiving messages and feeling presence that I had not before. So for a while, I just sat on that. And with that, I didn't feel confident at all to offer that up or to share what was coming through. For years, I decided that she was the only one who could do this. And whatever I was getting was not of value. This is just what that ego mind does to keep us safe. And then eventually my curiosity won out, and I thought, well, so maybe this is something, and maybe I do want to dive in, and maybe I won't be offering it professionally, and maybe that's not the point, but perhaps it's cool and fun and interesting. And I have so many areas in my professional life that I've done just because they're cool and fun and interesting. So I started to take courses, classes, workshops, traveling to take some of Sonia Choquette's trainings because she's a psychic medium that I really admire. And I found out it is a thing. And it took me more years. I remember the moment when I decided, okay, fine, I will offer this to others. But it took me a while. I was definitely in resistance to it. There was a lot of fear around it. This is not mainstream yet. And the work and the relationships that I had were more mainstream. So it was a stretch for me to make space for this and eventually to claim it as a part of myself. But once I did, wow, freedom and elation and joy has been the gift from it.